It all began with my solar panels. When I installed them, they saved me money and powered the neighborhood security system. I had received approval from the HOA, including from Karen, the HOA president. But soon after, Karen started voicing complaints. She considered the panels unsightly and felt they didn't fit with the neighborhood's aesthetic. At first, I ignored her comments, but a few weeks later, I received an official letter from the HOA demanding I remove the panels. The complaint was that they were too visible and distracted from the overall look of the neighborhood. I couldn't believe it. Karen had approved the installation, and now she was asking me to remove them. What frustrated me more was that these panels didn't just power my house, they powered the neighborhood security cameras. If I removed them, the neighborhood would be left vulnerable. I decided I couldn't comply. I contacted a lawyer to protect my rights and gathered the necessary documentation to show that the panels were critical, not just for my home, but for the safety of the entire neighborhood. I informed the HOA that I wouldn't remove them and explained that they powered the security system, something Karen had approved. Karen didn't take my refusal well. She kept showing up at my door, demanding I take the panels down. She sent more letters, threatening legal action. Every time I explained that the panels were crucial to the neighborhood's safety, Karen ignored it, focusing only on how they ruined the perfect look of the neighborhood. Things escalated when I woke up one morning to find my solar panels covered in white paint. Someone had intentionally vandalized them. It didn't take long to figure out it was Karen. The paint blocked the panels from receiving sunlight, disabling the security system. Furious, I immediately called Karen. "You painted over my panels! Do you realize you've disabled the entire neighborhood security system?" I demanded. Her response was dismissive.
"I didn't think it would be a big deal. I'll have it cleaned up. Don't overreact."
But I wasn't going to let this slide. I called a contractor to clean the panels and informed the local police about the situation. That afternoon, Karen showed up at my door, acting like nothing serious had happened.
"I'll fix it,"
she said, shrugging it off.
"I didn't think it was such a big deal."
I snapped. "Karen, you've jeopardized everyone's safety. These panels power the security cameras. You can't just destroy them." She shrugged again.
"I'm fixing it. Don't make it worse than it is."
But to me, it was already worse. I knew I had to act. I called for a meeting with the HOA board to present the facts. The solar panels were crucial to both my home and the community's safety. At the meeting, Karen tried to downplay the issue, but the other board members began to listen. They understood the importance of the panels, and after some discussion, they voted to leave the panels as they were and ensure that no one would touch them again. Though Karen was visibly upset, she had no choice but to back down. The HOA recognized that safety came before any aesthetic concerns. Afterward, I sent Karen a final message. "Next time, Karen, ask before taking action. The neighborhood safety should always come first." With the panels cleaned and the security system back online, I felt a sense of relief. I had stood up for what was right, not just for me, but for the entire neighborhood. Karen may have had her vision of a perfect neighborhood, but she learned the hard way that safety was more important than appearances. The neighborhood slowly returned to its peaceful routine. People began to thank me for standing up to Karen, and I felt a stronger connection to the community. The solar panels, now fully functional again, stood as a symbol of not just energy efficiency, but also community safety. I knew I had done the right thing for me, for my family, and for the entire neighborhood.